Y'all know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
I'm gonna tell you how not to be stupid in life. As you check in, let me know your name and where you from. We're gonna get right into this. For those of you who don't know me, my goal in doing these scopes and doing professional speaking and writing books and blogging and publishing 4,000 YouTube videos, even when I'm talking basketball, is to empower as many people as possible. And when I say empower, that means I want to put you in a position where you can think and decide and act on your own volition, not based on what somebody else tells you to do or what somebody else is thinking. And that's all part of what I'm about to explain right now, which is how not to be stupid in life. What's going on, Andre from Brooklyn? How you feeling? Dope man Gabriel, what's going on? Harlem Joe, how you feeling? We about to talk about how not to be stupid in life. So I know some people everybody wants to be smart. You know, one thing I was reading, I just read this book called Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. One of the things that he was taught in that book when he first started putting together his philosophy, Andrew Carnegie, who was one of the great steel magnate of the early 90s, Andrew Carnegie said to him, listen, if you're going to go and put together the philosophy, you're going to compile a philosophy on success. One of the things that you must do, Napoleon, is also go look at, interview, and examine people who are unsuccessful. Not just people who reached success, but people who did not. Because you need to show people not only what to do, but also you need to show them what not to do. So if they find themselves doing these things, they can make sure that they stop doing them, because these things have just as much power. The things that lead to failure have just as much power as the things that lead to success, ladies and gentlemen. They are equally in balance in the world. The power that we call God has just as much power as the power that we call the devil, which is the whole premise of his book. What we know is the devil is negative energy in life, is 50%, and that positive energy that we call God or a higher being or the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, that has 50% of power for the positive. They both have equal power. You can't get rid of one. What you can do is outwit one of them. You can outwit positivity by being negative, by being stupid, and you can outwit negativity by being smart, by being positive. So I'm going to explain to you 5 things you can do to make sure you're not being stupid. Are y'all ready for me to get into that? Is everybody ready for me to get into that? Explaining to y'all how not to be stupid in life. Because I got 5 specific tips that are going to keep you from being dumb. They're going to keep you educated, keep you going in the right direction, keep you aiming towards your goals, keep you doing what you want to do in life, not what you don't want to do. All right, Dope Man Gabriel's ready. J-Rod, what up? Spencer's ready. All right, here's number 1. Number 1 way. This is 5 steps again, ladies and gentlemen, for you to not be stupid in life. Here's number 1. Number 1, you must have goals. And when I say, and I'm going to explain what I mean by each one. And also let me say that some of these you may have heard before, but I'm going to explain to them, and I want you to not think that because you may have heard something before that you already know it. Because the difference between knowing something, hearing it, and actually doing it. So here's number 1, that you must have goals. And let's examine what is a goal. A goal means something that you plan to accomplish. And I was just hearing some guy use an acronym for goals, saying SMART. That means it needs to be specific, measurable. Specific meaning you have to be able to say this is exactly what it is. Not I just want to lose weight. That's not specific. Specific. Measurable is the second one. Goes right into that. You have to be able to say, all right, I'm here and I'm this far from my goal. So second, it must be measurable. Third, it must be attainable. So don't set a goal that you have, there's nothing in your environment that can get you there, even though you're saying specifically. It's like somebody say, I want to make $1 million by 4 o'clock this afternoon. Well, do you have anything on your schedule between now and 4 o'clock that's going to get you to $1 million? So is it really attainable? It must be attainable. The last one is SMA-A. The third one is R is, I forgot what the fourth one R was. And the third one is, I forgot what the fifth one is. The fifth one. I'm getting all my numbers messed up. But it's SMART. Specific, measurable, attainable. And there was 2 others. I don't even remember what they were. That wasn't even part of my thing anyway. But this is the point. First one is that you need to have goals. The reason why you need to have goals is just like right now I'm driving. Whenever you drive somewhere, let's say you're driving somewhere that's like 50 miles away, or you're driving somewhere that's 4 hours away. Number 1 thing that most people need when they start driving is what? Well, you need gas in your car. Second thing you need is directions. You need directions to get from point A to point B. If you're driving in a town you ain't never been before and you got a rental car, you might want the navigation system in the car. You might turn it down at the rental place. You're going to say, well, I got Google Maps on my phone, so I'll just use the Maps app on my iPhone or something like that. So what does the Maps app do? You put in the direction, you put in the exact location that you want to go. You say, I want to get to 23rd Street. I want to get to 23rd Street in this neighborhood. And what does the navigation system do? What does the Maps app do? It tells you, based on where you are right now, If you want to get to 23rd Street, you need to make this turn, this turn, this turn, stay on this road for 5 miles, make this left at this street, and then eventually you'll get to your destination, right? That's what a navigation system does. So what do goals do in your life? Goals act as a navigation system for your brain. Your brain is a navigation system, ladies and gentlemen, and if you give your brain a specific, measurable, attainable destination to get to, then all your brain is going to do is exactly what a navigation system does in your car, or what the Maps app does on your phone. You put in the destination, it looks at where you are right now, it looks at where you are, and then it looks at where you want to go, and it says, okay, in order to get from here to here, this is exactly what you need to do. That's how navigation works, right? Your brain works the exact same way. And some people may be listening to this thinking, well, Dre, if it's that easy, then why doesn't everybody reach their goals? Well, here's the reason why. Because most people don't set goals. Most people have a navigation system in their head. They got a free navigation system in their head. Actually, it's not free. That's incorrect. They got a navigation system available to them in their brain that they never turn on. They never activate the navigation system. They never open up the Maps app in their phone, but they driving around asking themselves, why am I not getting to where I want to go? Y'all know anybody like that? You ever known somebody who get in the car and they get in the car in the town they ain't never been. They don't get no directions, no map, no specific target for how they're going to get anywhere, but they just start driving around. And then after an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, they start complaining like, yo, I've been driving and driving and driving, and I'm using up all this gas, and I got this beautiful car, and I'm here in this beautiful town, but I'm not getting anywhere. What is the problem? Then they start complaining about the car. They start complaining about the gas. They start complaining about the traffic. They complain about the driver in front of them and to the left and the right of them. They start complaining about the weather. They complain about everything that's going on. But the fact of the matter is, the reason they're not getting to their goals is because they never turned on a navigation system. And human beings are just like that. This is what a human being should not do. All right, so number one way to not be stupid in life is make sure that you do have goals. Goals are your navigation system. That's your way of telling your brain, listen, brain, this is where I want to get to. Tell me the directions. Your brain will come up with the directions, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a goal. If you don't have a goal, your brain is not going to be able to give you directions, and then you're going to be spinning your wheels, driving through a town that you ain't never been before, using up all your gas in this really nice car, but you're not going to be getting anywhere. You're going to be going nowhere fast. Y'all heard that phrase before, going nowhere fast? That's what happens when you don't have goals. It means you're moving. You might be moving around, you're using a lot of energy, but you're not getting anywhere. So number one thing in life to not be stupid is that you must have goals. Goals tell your brain where to go, and your brain will tell you how to get there. Number two way to not be stupid in life is this. Learn to think accurately. Think accurately. And what do I mean by think accurately? Accurate thought means your thoughts are based on things that you know to be true, not based on things that somebody else told you or that somebody else tried to persuade you with, based in fear or based in their individual motives. They're based on things that you actually know from your independent thought. So when I say think accurately, that means independent thinking. What does independent thinking mean, ladies and gentlemen? It means not buying the opinions of other people just because you heard somebody else say it. I don't care if they're your best friend. I don't care if they're your professor in school. I don't care if it's your mom. I don't care if it's somebody who you think knows everything. I don't care if it's somebody who always got the newest Jordans that come out. You must learn to think independently for yourself in life, ladies and gentlemen. One of the main things when it comes to school, one of the main things that I talk about when it comes to the education system we have these days, and I don't know, I can't speak for outside of the United States, but in the United States, is all based on memorizing information. The teacher gets up in front of the room, they give you a textbook, you memorize all this information. At the end of the semester, or the end of the term, the trimester, the quarter, whatever it is you got, they give you a test. And on the test, all you do is regurgitate everything that the teacher said or everything that's in the book. And the more you remember, the better you are. That is not accurate thinking. That it is not accurate thinking to memorize information out of a book or to remember what somebody standing in front of a room told you. And I don't care what room that is. That room can be a classroom. That room can be out of a seminar. That room can be a church or a synagogue or a mosque. Just because somebody's standing in front of a room and they say something that you memorize it does not mean you are an accurate thinker. That means you are a memorizer. Memorizing does not lead to success in life. What leads to success in life is the act of thought. The number one reason that people are stupid in life is because, I already said, they don't have goals. The second reason is because people don't think. And the reason people don't think is not because they don't want to think, it's because they are fed this information from our teachers, from our leaders, from our parents, and we start thinking because we remember what they said that makes us smart, that means we're thinking. No, that does not mean that you're thinking. So in essence, what I'm saying is, just because you go to school and you do well does not mean you're an accurate thinker. And going to school and getting good, you can go to school and get really high grades and still be stupid. I'm going to repeat that, what I just said. You can go to school and get really high grades and still be stupid because you did not learn to think. School does not teach you how to think. Only knowing that you need to learn how to think and putting it into practice is what teaches you how to think. That means, again, not buying and accepting what somebody else said just because they said it. When somebody gives you some information and they state it as fact, your question to ask them is, how do you know? How do you know this to be true? And if they can't answer it, then I guess what? It's probably not true. They're probably just saying what somebody told them or what they think to be true, but they don't know to be true. That's a question you need to start utilizing in your lives with everybody around you, especially authority figures. I'm going to repeat that question so you can remember it. How do you know? When somebody tells you something and you're not sure that they know that to be a fact, and they state it as fact, your question is, how do you know? And they should be able to answer you. And if they can't answer you, what they're telling you is not true. You need to learn to think that way. It needs to become part of your thought process. So the second step to not being stupid in life, first step is have goals. Second step is think accurately, i.e. think independently, i.e. think for yourself. And that means when you have a challenge or a problem in life, here's the last part of this, number 2. When you have a challenge or a problem in life, ladies and gentlemen, this is the prescription on how to fix it. Challenge your brain to think through solutions. And the reason why I say that, and that sounds very simple, the reason I say that is because so often, every single day, I get comments, private messages, emails from people who have some kind of challenge in life, and they come to me and say, well, Dre, what can I do about this challenge? And I can tell from the way that they are explaining their situation that they have not spent not even 30 seconds independently thinking about how they can solve their own problem. And that leads to people being stupid. And what I do when people come to me with questions like that is I throw it right back at them. I say, listen, if I offered you $1 million to solve this, to come up with some solutions, what would your answer be? And if your answer is, I don't know, listen, don't message me no more. You're not the type of person I want to talk to. You must, ladies and gentlemen, challenge your brain to think independently and start coming up with solutions for yourself in life. I know. And often people say, well, I don't know what to do. Well, I know you don't know what to do. The reason you don't know what to do is because you haven't challenged your brain to think. That's why you don't know anything. You will never know anything until you start challenging your brain to think independently. So the number 2 step to not being stupid in life, ladies and gentlemen, is accurate thought. Thinking independently, challenging your brain to come up with solutions when you are faced with a challenge. Not running to the closest quote-unquote expert, not running to a book, not running to a YouTube video, not running to someone you think is an authority figure, your parent, your teacher, your church pastor, just because they have a suit on and they stand on stage. That is not how you challenge yourself to think independently. That's how you challenge yourself to think. That's how you condition yourself to think dependently. Napoleon Hill calls that drifting, is when people just stop using their brain to think accurately, you start drifting along in life, and wherever the wind blows is where you end up. And that's what stupid people do. So you want to not be stupid, so think independently. Number 3, just to recap so far, first 2 steps to not be stupid in life. Number 1, have goals. Number 2, think independently. Number 3, number 3 way that you're going to think independently is closely related to number 2, and this is base your opinions and your beliefs. Base your opinions and your beliefs on facts and not other people's information. Your opinions and your beliefs in life should be based on facts. How many times in life have you had somebody tell you something that you knew when they said it, that you knew what they saying was false, that they were saying was false, but they believed it so much, probably because either A, they have said it so much that they just started to believe it, B, they hanging around a bunch of other stupid people who don't think, so they all believe it. So is it power in numbers? Or number 3, maybe somebody in authority told them and they just accepted it without number 2, accurate thought. They never considered whether it was actually true. They just accepted it, and now they're running around telling people stuff that's not true at all, but they've had it so ingrained in their mind that they actually believe it. Any of you ever known somebody like that? Any of you ever been that person? And it's okay if you've been that person. Like, when I'm mentioning these things and saying these are the things that keep you from being stupid, it's okay if you've been one of these things that make people stupid, because as long as you're aware of it, now you can actually do something about it. See, the problem with most people in life who are stupid, so this is the problem with most stupid people in life. They don't even know that they're stupid. They don't even know that the people that don't have goals don't even recognize that they don't have goals. People who don't think accurately don't even know that they're not thinking accurately. And the people who base their beliefs in other people's opinions don't even know that they're doing it, because they're not even aware that what was fed to them was an opinion. They thought it was a fact, but they never considered it because they don't think accurately. So they start believing things to be facts when they're actually opinions. So what you're going to do, step number 3, is base your knowledge in life, base your belief system, base the things that you say, the things that you write, base them in facts. So how do you find out if things are facts? You use number 2. You think independently and you think accurately. So that's number 3. Number 1, have goals. Number 2, think independently. Number 3, base your beliefs in facts, not opinions. Number 4, this is the number 4 thing you need to do to make sure that you are not stupid in life, to not be stupid. Number 4 is read, R-E-A-D, read. That means grab a book, open it up, and start looking at the words. If you can't read, then you need to take care of that. You need to go take a class, you need to go back to school, you need to go find somebody who's a reading teacher. Listen, my mom's a reading teacher. She can teach you how to read. You need to read. Read books. Not read Twitter. Not read Instagram captions. Not read, the little comments that we can put on our Snapchats. Read actual books. Not blog posts, not magazines, but books. Is anything wrong with reading Twitter or Instagram, blog posts or magazines? No. But if you want to not be stupid, which is, I think that's the goal of everybody who's watching this, because if you did want to be stupid, you probably would have stopped watching this 10 minutes ago. So if your aim is to not be stupid, then you must read actual books. So go get some books and read them. If you want to know which books to read, if there are certain areas in life that you want to get into to read, can somebody please put this in the comments? It is dreallday.com/read, R-E-A-D. dreallday.com/read. Can somebody please put that in the comments? That's where you're going to find a list of recommended books by me, categorized by certain areas of life. So thank you, Harlem Joe. dreallday.com/read. If you need a list of recommendations for books to read, you will go there. And the reason I created that list is because I want to help people not be stupid. I want to empower you. So you can't be empowered if you're stupid. You can have big muscles and no brain, you're still stupid. Notice that nothing I'm saying here has anything to do with your physical resources. This is all about the way that you use your mind. All right, so this is step number 4. Read. Get books. If you need books on talking to the opposite sex, I've written books on that. And this is for males and females. Books for business. If you want to get into entrepreneurship, starting your business, how to do business, how to just get the business mindset, I have books on that. They're all on that list. Personal development, the ideas, thoughts, mindsets, principles that lead to people sharing information like I'm sharing here come from reading books, personal development books. And I have a list of books that you need to read for personal development. When it comes to dealing with other people, communication skills, power, leverage, getting other people to know, like, and trust you, sales, all of that's in a different category, all on that same page, dreallday.com/read. And me, I'm an author of 5 books myself. Of course, you should read all of those. I'll give you the first one for free. And when you go to that link that I just told you, dreallday.com/read, a pop-up will come up on the screen within 5 seconds offering you my first book for free. It's called Buy a Game. Read that book, and the rest of my books are at dreallday.com/Amazon. But this is not about my books. The point is, you must read books, period. I don't care if you don't read my book. You read books, period. Read something. So step number 4 to not being stupid is read. So recap so far. Number 1, have goals. This is to not be stupid. Number 1, have goals. Number 2, think independently and think accurately. Number 3, base your beliefs on facts and not opinions of other people. Actually, not opinions of yourself either. Number 4, read. Obtain books and actually read them. Here's the number 5 step to not be stupid in life. And the number 5 step to not be stupid is you must heed the law of association. Heed the law of association. What does that mean? Any of you know what the law of association means? It's a rhetorical question. I'm going to answer it for you. The law of association means whoever you associate with, whoever you hang around, whoever you talk to every day, whoever you read every day, whoever you allow to influence you, you are asking yourself to become like that person. I'm going to repeat that one more time, what the law of association means. Because step number 5 to not be stupid is that you must heed the law of association. The law of association is, I'm going to state this one more time, whoever you hang around, whoever you talk to, whoever you listen to, whoever you agree with, whoever you allow to influence you in any way, shape, or form. And understand, if you just hang with somebody, if you just sit at the same table with somebody and have a conversation with them for 30 minutes, you are associating. That's association. You're allowing that person to influence you in some way. For whatever reason, you decided to sit there and talk to them. You were influenced just by that alone. So if you want to be not stupid, if you don't want to be stupid in life, you must heed the law of association by getting away from people who you don't want to be like. Do not allow them to influence you. Don't talk to them. Don't listen to them. Don't laugh at their jokes. Don't read what they say. Don't watch their videos. Don't follow their tweets. Don't like their Instagram posts. Don't send them private snaps on Snapchat. Don't like their Facebook status updates. Do not. The website for reading my book, can somebody please post that link to the reading again? DreAllDay.com/read. Post that for, I think that's Gabriel who asked the question. DreAllDay.com/read. Can somebody please post that link one more time so everybody has it? I'm going to say it again before this is over. But the number 5 step to not being stupid in life, ladies and gentlemen. No, Dre All Day. You got it almost. I think you got a space in there. But yes, DreAllDay.com/READ is the books. That's the list of recommended reading for everybody. I don't care what you do in life. That's recommended for everybody. So step number 5 is I'm going over here. You must heed the law. Thank you, Jay. You must heed the law of association. Whoever you hang with, you are asking to become, which means, what is that? So someone say, okay, Dre, I understand the law of association. So what does that mean? What do I do with that information? This is what you do. You find people. First of all, you got to go through step number 1 and step number 2. Step number 1 is you got to have some goals. You got to know what your goals are in life. All right. So let's just assume that you already know what your goals are in life. You did that part. Step number 2, you're an accurate thinker, which means you're not buying anybody else's opinions. You're buying your own based on things that you know to be true, facts. All right. So you're an independent thinker, and you did number 3. Things that are facts, and you did number 4, you read books. So you're learning from people who have achieved things that you want to achieve, people who have written down knowledge and organized it. So that means by the time you get to step number 5, you have a very clear understanding of the type of people you want to be around. Because if you read all the books on my list, DreAllDay.com/read, like Tony Robbins, Awaken the Giant Within, Jack Canfield's Success Principles, Napoleon Hill, The Law of Success, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. Once you read those books, James Allen, As a Man Thinketh, James Altucher, Choose Yourself. When you start reading these books, Grant Cardone, The 10X Rule, once you start reading these books, Dre Baldwin, The Mental Handbook, Dre Baldwin, The Mirror of Motivation, once you start reading these books, ladies and gentlemen, you will have a very clear idea of the type of people you want to be around. It'll be so obvious. And as soon as you finish reading these books, the next person you encounter, you'll be able to tell within 30 seconds, is this person stupid or are they not? And understand it, ladies and gentlemen, let me make clear something else, because I don't want there to be any ambiguity in what I'm saying here. In life, every person you come across is either stupid or not. Everybody you come across is either they're stupid or they're not stupid. There's no gray area. Sometimes in life there are gray areas, like you could be fat or you could be in shape, but there are people who are kind of like in between. That does not apply here. Everybody in life is either stupid or smart. Everybody. All right, there's nobody who's playing both sides of the fence. You are either one or the other. Now, can you go from being smart to being stupid? Absolutely. Can you go from being stupid to being smart? Absolutely. But there is no in between. You cannot exist in between these two. You are one or you are the other, clearly at all times. So, the law of association states, whoever you are around, you're allowing that person to influence you, you will be like that person. That means if you read a book of a stupid person, then you're asking yourself to be stupid. But the fact of the matter is, I'll give you a disclaimer, most stupid people don't write books because stupid people don't read. So they would never have the idea to write a book. So you don't have to worry about that happening. If you follow the tweets of a stupid person, if you listen and laugh and joke around with a stupid person, you are asking to become stupid. If you are Instagramming with a stupid person, you asking yourself to become stupid. If you get in an argument with a stupid person, you know the cliche. Don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who. Nobody can tell which one is the fool, which one is the smart one when they see a fool in an argument. They think both people must be fools, because only fools argue with fools. Only stupid people associate with stupid people. This is the law of association, ladies and gentlemen. Is this getting through to everybody? Is everybody understanding what I'm saying right here? I'm going to recap these 5 steps to not be stupid, and then I'm going to take questions. So step number 1, to not be stupid. So get your questions ready, ladies and gentlemen. At any point that I need to go over again, I'm about to go over it right now. Step number 1, you must have goals in life. Goals are your navigation system. They tell your brain who, what, when, where, why, and how you want. What do you want to do in life? Goals are your navigation system telling you where you want to go. And all of you know, if you go to a strange town you've never been before and you don't have directions, you're going to waste a whole lot of gas getting nowhere. So number one, you must have goals. Number two, think independently and think accurately. Do not allow other people's opinions to become your thoughts. Your life cannot be based, your life philosophy should not be based on other people's opinions. It should be based on your independent, accurate thought that you chose, not that somebody else handed to you. Number three, base your thoughts and beliefs on facts and not opinions that were given by other people, and not opinions of your own either. Base your thoughts and beliefs on actual facts. When somebody gives you some information and they state it as if it's a fact, your question, this is your number one weapon whenever you're dealing with people who are giving you information as if it's a fact. This is your number one weapon. Learn this phrase and start using it every day, all day. How do you know? If somebody states something that you don't know to be fact, but they seem to believe it's a fact, this is the question. How do you know? And you're not asking that in an antagonistic way. You're just asking it because if it's actually a fact, they'll tell you how. And if they can't tell you how, then it's not a fact. That means by you being an independent thinker, what do you do with that? You reject the information. You ain't got to fight them or argue with them. You just reject what they said because you know that they don't know where they got that from. All right, number four. Is that number four? Yeah, that was number three. Number four, read. Acquire books. Go to dreallday.com/read. dreallday.com/read. READ. And get every book that's on that recommended reading list. And yeah, some of those books are my books. Look, I wrote some damn good books. But the point of it, in all seriousness, I have most of the books on that list have nothing to do with me. Mirror Motivation, Mental Handbook, Grant Cardone books, who else? Napoleon Hill books, James Altucher books, Jack Canfield books. Who else did I read? James Allen books, Robert Greene books. 50 Cent got a book with Robert Greene. Read those books. Read every book on that list. What's going on, baby bells? We're talking about how not to be stupid in life. All right, so Spencer, I appreciate that, Spencer. That's what's up. And let me give you number five. I didn't finish. Number five step to not be stupid in life is the law of association. You must heed the law of association, which states, I'm going to state the law of association again. Anyone you hang with, joke with, allow to influence you in any way, shape, or form, you're asking yourself to make yourself more like that person. So if you know any stupid people in your life, and again, and this is the last thing about that, there's no gray area between stupid and smart, ladies and gentlemen. There's a clear black and white line. You are either stupid or you are smart. You are not both. You are not in between. You are either stupid or you're smart. One or the other. And how do you know somebody's stupid or smart? You just weigh these 5 steps against whoever you know, and you'll have an answer. And this could be your mom, your dad, your teachers, your best friends, your girlfriend. Weigh these 5 steps against anybody you know. I guarantee you'll be a very clear answer if they're stupid or smart. Very clear. And what you have to understand is that anyone, as I'm talking about the law of association, anyone whom you allow to associate, influence you in any way, you are asking to become like that person. So if you read somebody's book, you're asking to adopt some of their thoughts. And reading somebody's book is good because stupid people don't read books, first of all, and in turn they can never write a book because they don't read books. So it's a good idea to read books. Number two, that was the whole thing actually. That was the only thing I wanted to say about the law of association. So can I take any, oh yes, this is definitely going on YouTube. This will go on YouTube. Now, can I take any questions from anybody right now? Who has a question for me about anything that we just covered? Because we talked about the 5 steps to not being stupid in life. Do I share my goals with other people? Some goals. I don't share all of my goals. One goal that I do have, oh, you're welcome, Light Mike Young. One goal that I do have is to empower as many people as possible over the next 50 years. And one of those steps is giving people information like this. Giving people information that they otherwise may not have gotten, that they may have access to, but they didn't even notice that it was there. So that's one of the things that I do. I empower people with information, with knowledge, skills, and information, and I empower people by challenging people to think. Do you see like how I'm explaining this? I'm explaining this in a way that you're going to have to take this information and actually marinate. You got to think about it. I heard there were some storms in South Florida. Well, yeah, I've been driving through the rain this whole time that I'm talking to y'all, but right now it's not raining. Actually, it is. It's drizzling a little bit, but it's the kind of rain where you can walk and not even put up your umbrella. Yeah, but right now I'm in South Beach. You should see the puddle that I'm driving through right now. It's ridiculous. There were some storms. There were some storms yesterday. I got an event. an event that I had yesterday got canceled because it was like a tornado warning. I don't think we actually got a tornado, but it was heavy rain. But right now it's like light drizzle. But anyway, did anybody else have a question? We're talking about how not to be stupid in life. 5 steps to not being stupid. Step number 1, have goals. Step number 2, think independently and accurately. Step number 3, base your beliefs on facts and not opinions. Step number 4, read books. Step number 5, you must heed the law of association, or the law of association will come back and hurt you. If you don't heed the law of association, the law of association will come find you, and it will force you to pay the price for not heeding its law. The law of association is at work at all times, either working for you or against you. And people who choose not, people who are what Napoleon Hill will call drifters. What do I define as stupid, J-Rod? Anyone who does not heed these 5 rules that I just gave you. Anyone not heeding the 5 steps that I just gave you is stupid. If they don't have goals, they don't think independently and accurately, they base their beliefs on opinions and not facts, they don't read books, and they don't heed the law of association, those people are stupid. Anyone who does those 5 things is stupid. Anybody. I don't care who they are. I don't care what their title is. I don't care how much money they make, where they from, what kind of car they drive, what kind of Jordans they got on. Anyone who does not heed these 5 steps is all of them. Do you need small talk when networking, establishing connections? Yeah, well, what we call small talk is just basic conversation where you're not trying to push or have some type of agenda. Yes. Now, I'm actually going to be doing a webinar. I'm doing an online course, and I'm writing a book about that exact topic because I know it's a very needed topic, Spencer. But thanks for asking. That is something I definitely will be covering very, very soon. Within the next 60 days, you'll see the webinar and the online course, and the book will be coming out this year. Your small talk game is weak. All right, Spencer, I'm going to help you out with that. You just stay close to me. You know what we call it? Stay close to the money. That means, and by money, I mean anybody who has knowledge, skills, and expertise that you want to have, you stay close to those people, and and their information will start to rub off on you. Why can't I go live at 2? Well, who knows? It ain't 2 o'clock yet. You never know. I might go live at 2. I'm headed to a meeting right now, but we'll see. Can somebody tell me what time it is? I can't even see the time. What time do we have right now? Eastern Standard Time. Can somebody inform me what time it is? Yeah, Spencer, I got you. Just stay close to the money. I got 12:54. My meeting's at 1 o'clock, so I got to go. Oh, yes. Well, I'll probably do another stream today. I don't know what time it's going to be, but I will do another stream today. But I still do Jacob Hiller jump manual videos. You know, Jacob travels the world. He's always, every time I talk to Jacob, he's living in a different country. Last time I talked to him, where was he at? Somewhere in South America, I forget. But whenever he can do it, isn't calling people stupid a judgment? How about ignorant? Well, whatever you want to call them. Ignorant is not a judgment. It's the same thing. All human beings make judgments. That's all we do. Every single moment we're making judgments. You're making a judgment right now as to whether you should listen to me for one more second. So we're always making judgment. And is calling people stupid a judgment? To answer your question, yes, it is a judgment. It is a judgment. So yes, and there are some areas in life, ladies and gentlemen, you just need to keep things black and white. And those of you who don't really know me that well, you haven't followed me for too long, you're not really familiar with my work or my style, you're going to learn that I'm a very direct individual. I'm not going to beat around the bush with something. If I think somebody's stupid, then I'm going to let you know. And if I think somebody's bullshitting, if I think somebody's lying to themselves, if I think they are wasting their time, and this is even in person. Anybody who knows me in person knows I'll tell you straight up to your face. Do I recommend ankle weights? Jay, you asking the wrong question at the wrong time. That's at the wrong time. You knew it, the Dre thing. It's all good. Ev Merrill, what's your name? What's your actual name? Where you checking in from? You've been following my scope from the beginning, Harlem Joe. That's what's up. Well, people understand I'm a very direct person. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to tell you anything to make you feel good. All right, Errol. I'm not going to tell you something just to make you feel good. If I feel like you're doing the wrong thing, that's not going to help you get to where you want to go. That's why I call myself an empowerment expert. I want to empower people. Because see, if you know somebody's being stupid and you don't tell them, then how are you helping them? Can somebody answer me that question? If you know somebody's being stupid, but you neglect to let them know, you don't tell them they're being stupid, you just let them keep being stupid, are you empowering that person? Now, does that mean that I just go around to every stupid person I know and just start forcing information on them? No. What it means is when somebody is open to learning, I'm going to give it to you straight. See, because all of you who are watching this scope right now, you had to choose to watch this scope. Nobody's making you watch this. This is not... No, it ain't no school teacher saying, yo, you must watch the last Dre All Day Periscope stream. Now, eventually that's going to happen. Eventually there's going to be teachers out there like, yo, Dre's live on Periscope, so you know what? We're not having a lesson today. We're just going to watch Dre's Periscope because I know he's going to drop some knowledge on our asses, because the teacher needs to hear it just as well as the students. I look like I swim with a shirt on. Okay. Is that supposed to be a joke? You gotta come with a better joke than that. You had all this time to come up with one. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you want to read my books, you can go to dreallday.com/Amazon. You want to get my recommended reading list, that's dreallday.com/read. If any of you want to hit me up directly, if you are business minded, if you still use email, I know I heard some young people tell me that email is for old people. But so if you're a young person, you don't use email, then if you do use email, if you're an old person, or you still use email, whatever who you are, hit me at dre@dreallday.com. That's my email address, dre@dreallday.com. If you are averse to email, hit me on Snapchat, Dre Baldwin. @Dre Baldwin is my Snapchat name. My Instagram name is also @Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and Periscope is @DreAllDay. My YouTube channel is workonyourga.me. I got a TV show on the Grant Cardone TV network. That's at dreallday.com/GCTV, standing for Grant Cardone TV, GCTV. I got a TED Talk coming up in 6 days. TEDx Coconut Grove. The topic will be self-confidence, coming up in 6 days. Do I follow people on Snapchat? Well, it depends on who it is, Coach Kev. And the video from my first TED Talk, which happened this past November, we're still waiting on that. We're still waiting on people. They got to get the audio and video right. I seen it already, but the audio and the video was not of good quality, so I sent it back for them to fix it. As soon as they fix it, that video will be out. And y'all will know about it ASAP. So if you're not following me on Periscope right now, listen, you're never going to be following me, because I just gave you the mother load right there. I just wrote a book right there on Periscope. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write a book called How Not to Be Stupid. No, it's done. This year, y'all just heard this. This year, I'm writing a book called How Not to Be Stupid, and it's going to be based off of what I just told you on this Periscope stream. I'm writing a book. I'm going to say that one more time. I'm writing a book called How Not to Be Stupid. It's going to be based off of what I just told you right here on this Periscope stream. And you think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. This year, a book, How Not to Be Stupid, is coming out. All y'all can be my testimonials for that book, because y'all heard all this. How do you find a vertical manual? Go to dreallday.com/jump, JUMP. dreallday.com/JUMP. Yes, the books, dreallday.com/read. My books that I already wrote, dreallday.com/Amazon. But How Not to Be Stupid is coming this year. Work on your game, dreallday.com. Make sure you get my first book, Buy a Game. It is free. Click the link right here below in the video description. I'm on all your favorite social media platforms, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Periscope. All the links are right down here below. Is either Dre Baldwin or Dre All Day on each one of those sites. And make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button down there and the thumbs up like button. Subscribe so you catch all the new content. Work on your game. Dre All Day.